Hi guys, I'm Chris, I'm an osteopath, and recently I've been asked lots of questions about massage guns. So these are the sorts of things that keep popping up on our feeds. They look cool, they look fun, but the questions I've been getting are, do they work? Should I get one? How do I use it? So hopefully today I'll be able to answer those questions and help you decide whether you want a massage gun or not. So when I'm faced with a new piece of technology, I like to look into the research, and then I also like to test things out on myself. So I'm a little bit late to the party, but I've just got my own massage gun, and I spent some time looking around, and I've decided to go for a company called Recovapro. They're somewhere in the middle. They're not the most expensive, like £300–400 super duper ones, and they're not the cheapest either. When I was looking, I found that there was a difference in build quality. So this one seems to be well built, have a good battery, but then there was a point of diminishing returns where spending more money just didn't seem worth it for me, because once you've got the percussion, you're going to get the benefits, which I'll talk about in a minute. And since getting it, I've been impressed. It comes with this nice travel box. You've got a few different attachment heads. So here's my favorite one, what I call the bullet. It's nice to get into the trigger points. You've got a flat head, and you can make it a bit softer with this squishy attachment. And then a really nice one for the spine as well, to run either side of the spine. But once you choose your attachment, pop it in, and then you're good to go. The other good thing about this brand is they're quite quiet, so it's the sort of thing you can do while watching telly in the evening and not really disturb what you're watching. So it's a very passive and easy way to feel like you're looking after your body. So how do they work? Well, there hasn't been lots of research around massage guns yet, but we know that percussion therapy does increase blood flow, and it also helps to change the neural pathways from your brain to muscle groups, so that the brain can tell areas of the body to be a bit looser, and it can dampen pain pathways as well. But this is also true for normal massage, it's true for foam rolling, it's true for things like voodoo banding, like the mobility floss band. So the question is this better? And that's where there isn't actually clear research yet, or at least I couldn't find any. However, anecdotally, many of my patients say that they really like these things. Lots of people report online that they get good results with this. So I would say, if you're doing the other things, the free things like stretching and moving and doing stability work, they should be the first things you're doing. They're the most important, because they're so integrated into how your body moves in your day as well. Then a slightly cheaper option is to use a foam roller as a nice mobility tool, or you can just use tennis balls and lacrosse balls at home to get into deep tissue points. They're good tools to have too. And then I would say that this, if you really want to take your mobility work at home to the next level, then this is a nice addition, but you shouldn't be aiming to start with this. This is definitely the laziest option, but it is also probably the most fun and the easiest, and it may get that extra level of looseness in your tissues, either because it's better or just because you're willing to use it more, because you can just sit there watching Netflix and use it in the evening with no problems. So who is this for? As I've said, you should already be doing those various other mobility exercises and stretching and moving and foam rolling first. And then secondly, the people that seem to get the most benefit from this are athletes, so runners and crossfitters and weightlifters and people who do fairly physical training. Some of the research around this has shown that it can reduce DOMS, the delayed onset muscle soreness, so the ache that you get after training. So this is a nice way to recover from hard sessions, get ready for the next day. If you're really passionate about your training, this is something you might want to consider. So then, who is it not for? Now, with this being a video that's going to go out to lots of people, I must say that I wouldn't recommend doing this for injury. I'm sure there are injuries that would respond well to this, but if you've got an injury, you really must check with a professional to see if this is the right thing for you. I could think of a long list of injuries that wouldn't respond well to being beaten up with something like this, especially in the early days. You've got to find out what your problem is, know what the diagnosis is, and then ask a professional if this is the right thing for an injury. If, however, you're feeling a bit achy and beaten up after some hard training, this might be the sort of thing that can help. My experience of this is that it has actually helped loosen some of my achy joints. I've been using it for just over a week on certain trigger points in my body. I've got a slight shoulder niggle. I wouldn't call it pain, but it's just a bit tight that keeps coming up. and it has been quite nice to use this bullet attachment head and just get deep into some of the trigger points around my shoulder. Even though I know all the right stretches and I do them, this is quite a nice way when I'm tired at the end of the day to sit literally in an armchair trying to help my shoulder while I'm watching Netflix. And the other thing that's nice is it's good to do as a couple. So even though I'm an osteopath and people assume that my wife gets loads of treatment, actually by the time I get home in the evening I'm so tired. She's like the cobbler's wife with no shoes. I'm always too tired to treat her. So this is a nice way for me to massage her shoulders while actually relaxing myself. So it's fun, it's good to do as a couple, and it can help loosen things up even while you're chilling at the end of the day if you've had a busy day and a busy life. So I hope that's helped you decide whether you want to get one of these devices or not. If you're interested in how to use it and how to use all of these different heads and how they might benefit different parts of the body, comment below, and I'm considering making another video about how to use it. And if you want this particular device, I'll leave a discount code in the description below. So in short, these are a fun, easy device to use at home, and they can help you feel a bit looser and improve your recovery. But I must stress that you should also, as part of your wellness routine, be stretching, be strengthening, be rolling, and just improving your general movement as a priority. And then this is a nice add-on at the end. So I hope that helped, and until next time, stay healthy. I believe you.